Before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. Surfshark is a VPN service that protects your online information by encrypting all the data that you send through the internet, making sure anyone you don't want to see it doesn't see it. So it's keeping all those unwanted pests from seeing your private information. But one of my favorite features of Surfshark is I can be anywhere in the world with one click of a button. So due to licensing and stuff like that, a lot of stuff on streaming services is restricted depending on where you are in the world. But with Surfshark VPN, you can be anywhere in the world with one click of a button. I'm in Australia watching Australian Netflix. Not anymore. I'm in America watching The Walking Dead on American Netflix. How awesome is that? And right now, Surfshark has a really good deal going on right now. By using my link in the description and using the promo code DEOXY, you'll get 83% off. Not only that, you'll get an extra 3 months for free. Surfshark also offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it out for yourself. Special thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video, and I hope you guys try out the link in the description down below. Thanks for watching. Whoa, that was a crazy episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury. Not only was it a Zayto focused episode where Zayto had some really badass moments, we also saw the introduction of the Tricera Zord and the Ankylo Zord. So we got to see some brand new Zords, some brand new Zord combinations, and some awesome fight scenes along with some character development for Zayto moving forward in the future. So we got some really good things in this episode, and I enjoyed it quite a fair bit. So let's talk about Power Rangers Dino Fury Episode 3. So the episode opens up with Zayto looking at his pendant, and we get to see a little flashback of what Zayto's life was like just before he became a knight, because you see him talking to his mother. She says being a knight is very dangerous. Zayto says, don't worry, I'll be perfectly fine. And then you cut to the future, or the present, where Zayto is still looking at the pendant, and Amelia walks up to him. She makes a joke saying, where can I get one? And Zayto says, you can't because it's from my home planet and stuff like that. So Zayto is very interesting in this opening scene because it seems like at the start of this episode he's got some sort of survivor guilt out there because most of his planet was destroyed. He doesn't know if he's got friends or family alive or anything like that because it was over 65 million years ago. So Zayto probably doesn't have any relatives that's alive right now. He probably has some ancestors and some descendants and stuff like that, but we don't know as of recording this video if Zayto has any family members left alive. But I really do hope moving forward we're gonna see more of Zayto's past and see what his life was like before he became a knight and during that time when he was training to become a knight of Refcon. So I do wonder if we're going to dive deeper into Zayto's past, because Zayto is a very interesting Red Ranger with everything going on right now because he's the mentor, he's the Red Ranger, and I can't wait to explore more of his character and to learn more about him because I feel like we're only just uncovering the basics of what we know about Zayto so far, so I'm excited to see where the story will go for that character. So the Rangers then go back to the base where Solon says they're able to decipher a message they got from Zayto's home planet, but there's a bit of a mishap and the machine blows up. So this is where things get fun because I love the personality clashes of Amelia and Ollie. It's so much fun. So Amelia suggests that they go see Madame Indigo, who is a fortune teller, and this is where Ollie goes into full snark, and I love Ollie with his snarkiness, with his beliefs in science. He's so much fun. Like Kai puts a lot of fun into Ollie when he goes full snarky. I love it. So Ollie says, like, those fortune tellers don't know anything. They're usually fake. They don't know what they're talking about. They just want your money. Let's go to the observatory so we can actually get some people of science who know what they're talking about and we'll figure it out. And Zayto's like, hey, let's try both. So they go to Madame Indigo first. And Madame Indigo, she's a crook. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She looks at the pendant and she kind of bullshits her way through Zayto's fortune telling. But the next scene, how they discover she's a fraud is Ollie wraps his arms around Amelia, says, oh, we love each other very much. What do you think? What do you see in our future? And being a fortune teller, she bullshits her way through, and that's how Ollie shows to Zayto and Amelia that she doesn't know what she's talking about. The fortune teller, Madame Indigo, has no idea what she's talking about. Now, there's also some comic relief with the characters Jayborg and Jane, which it's okay. I mean, they're there for comic relief. They added to the plot where one of them discovered the Sporax. I mean, that's the important thing they did in this episode. But yeah, they're the comic relief. They're getting their foot stuck in stuff. They're walking into things. The usual stuff you see when it comes to comic relief and Power Rangers. Like, if you've seen it once, you've seen it before. So let's move forward. So the monster is a Medusa monster called Vesa something. I don't know. But the Medusa monster, we'll call it that. So her powers are, if you stare into her eyes, you freeze up and you're unable to move. So Zayto gets hit by it first, and then you get a really cool scene where the Rangers are trying to fight it while not looking at it. So while this is going on, they're unable to defeat it and the monster gets away, along with getting away with a video camera, so that sets up the plot for the monsters. So the plan of Mucus and the Medusa monster, they basically do a big live stream where they hack all the airwaves and broadcast the monster, turning everyone still across the world. Well, across the town where this season is based on. So while this is going on, Solon is trying to look at it and it doesn't really affect her. And Zayto tells her to turn it off and he gets frozen as well. And then Zayto snaps out of it and you learn that it didn't affect Solon because Solon has cyborg eyes, so it doesn't affect her. So that's when Zayto gets the big brain idea to fight the monster blindfolded. And oh boy, this fight scene is freaking amazing. It's fucking amazing. I loved it because you've got Russell Curry or Zayto fighting the monster blindfolded, which the fight choreography is freaking amazing. That they were able to pull it off like that, it is freaking awesome. But what's even more awesome is when Zayto arrives and the monster makes a funny joke saying, "Oh, you look like you're about to crack open a pinata." And Zayto goes, "I'm about to crack open something." That is such an alpha line. I love it. Like, Zayto is quickly becoming my new favorite Red Ranger, and even though we've only met him for 3 episodes, like, the character development he's gotten, the storyline they're telling for him since episode 1, I'm invested. I am invested in this character, and I can't wait to see where he goes next. So with the help of the supersonic key, Zayto is able to use the power of sound to use Ultra Instinct and just jump over the place and destroy the live stream that the monster was doing. So that means Amelia and Ollie then show up, they fight the monster gets big, and then we get to see brand new Zords appearing. And these Zords, they look okay. I mean, they're very CGI looking, they have some really cool design going on with them, but I still like them overall. Like, they're not in my top 10 favorite Zord designs, but I do still like them. They look okay, but not stunning like the T-Rex Champion Zord. I love the T-Rex Champion Zord when it's in T-Rex mode and when it's in Champion Zord fighting mode. That looks freaking cool. So, the Rangers come up with a plan to basically destroy the eyes on the Medusa monster, and this is some really creative fighting that they do, and I do praise, like, I know this is straight from the Sentai, so what they do, they basically cut up the ground, and the Ankylo Zord uses its tail to, like, smash it into the eyes of the Medusa monster, turning off the eyes, so then you get to see the brand new Zord combination, which looks freaking amazing. I love the T-Rex Champion Zord, and when the things combine with it. I can't wait to see when we get to see more Zords combining with it. It's going to be a bit of a cluster, but trust me, it's going to look freaking badass. So, the monster's destroyed, and the day is saved. All is well. So with the monster destroyed, the Rangers go back to the base, and they're able to fix the transmitter, so Zayto can send out a message to his home planet, Raftcon. And that's where the episode ends. So, what I really did like about this one, Zayto is a fun character, like I keep saying 20 times in this review, in this discussion, whatever you want to call it. The thing with Zayto, he wasn't a big mopey, like he didn't mope around because his people are gone. Like, he is sad, but learning that he can put the message out to his people, he's very optimistic that it will reach someone eventually. Who will it find? No idea, I guess we'll have to find out. So that's the hope and optimism that Zayto has moving forward. And I really do like that about the character. Like, he's not angsty, he's very hopeful, and I do like that in the character. Like, he's still learning on the brighter things of life with everything happening so long ago. So who knows who will find that message, but I'm curious if someone will get it or not, who knows. But overall, I think it was a really solid episode. I enjoyed it quite a fair bit, and I can't wait to see where the show is going to go from here, because we're getting closer and closer to meeting the Green and Black Rangers, and I'm excited to see the chemistry those characters will have with the cast moving forward once we meet them. So I'm really excited to meet Harvey and Izzy in future episodes. Anyway guys, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and leave a comment on what you thought of the episode down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and love to hear your opinions. With that said, I'm going to wrap things up. Special thanks to all the members such as Swagger4. If you want to get your name shouted out at the end of a video like Swagger4 over here, become a Zord tier member or higher, where you'll get shoutouts in the video and have your name in the credits of every video I post. So, with that said, I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day or night. Take care of yourself. Bye.